Yes, ladies and gentlemen, episode 133 of the Journey's anime titled Project Mew just dropped, and this is a two-parter chronicling Go's Project Mew journey. How will it go? Let's find out. This bit of the story takes place the day as Ash is battling Leon. I thought that when we saw this image from the previous episode, I thought Go was watching the battle, but maybe he was just preparing for Project Mew. In hindsight, that actually makes more sense. Regardless, with all of the members of Project Mew headed to Faraway Island, they're briefed on the mission. The reason why they're here early is because the dry season came early, and it's one of the only times of the year where storms and hurricanes that surround Faraway Island aren't there. It looks like they combined Mirage Island and Faraway Island for the anime. Once they land, they start heading through the island to the mountain. While going there, we find out that Project Mew is actually using an upgraded version of Go's own invention to find psychic energy, which is crazy. This basically means it's just a better Clement. Anyways, as they're walking, they begin discussing their specialties and goal. The exposition here is a bit clunky, and it's a bit awkward, but it does work. Because each character has to explain their specialty like they've never met before, it comes off a bit strange, but it is what it is. Go talks about the fact that the reason he wants to capture Mew is that Mew was the first Pokemon he wanted to capture. And I'm glad that we're going back to that because I'm sure a lot of people forgot why Go was even going for Mew. As they're crossing a river, Go is attacked by a Swampert. However, Horace steps in and calls out his Virizion to stop it. While it's shocking that he has a Virizion, it has been shown in the past that getting a Sword of Justice was a mission for Project Mew, so it actually does make sense. They then reach the base of Table Mountain, the center of their Earth as they explain. However, as they reach the area, all of their electronic begin to fail because of psychic energy, including flashlights, Pokédex, sensors, and even Poké Balls. They realize that it's Mew, so they have to take this chance and go ahead instead of going back. Since Quillen is the mountain climbing expert, he goes first and guides them. I also like that his Weavile is being used like a Sneasler, its ancestor Pokemon from Legends Arceus. However, as they're climbing the mountain, a Skarmory comes by Gary and cuts the climbing rope, separating the team in two. Gary almost falls, but he's saved by Quillen. They are in the Skarmory territory, so it's going to be hard to get up, so instead, Grookey spots a ridge by the mountain that they can use to walk on to get to the center a different way, while Gary and Quillen decide to head to the top of the mountain. As Danika's crew is heading through the ridge, they spot a waterfall, but before they turn back thinking there's nothing there, her Azumarill shows that there's a cave behind the waterfall, so they head inside it, where they spot a bunch of sleeping Carbinks and head forward. There they spot a half-eaten cherry berry, and it has a small, thin white hair, and it looks like it's from Mew. Outside, Gary and Quillen also reach the top of the mountain where they spot an unnatural hole in the center of it. They follow it and it leads down to a cave with greenery inside. It actually looks pretty similar to the Mewtwo area where Ash and Go fought it, and I'm pretty sure that was intentional. There, fossil Pokemon are also living about. As they're looking around though, they're suddenly attacked by a Kabutops and an Aerodactyl. Similarly, Danica and crew are also attacked by a Solrock and Lunatone. They have to fight off the Pokemon to get away, and since Danica and Quillen are the only one with Pokemons outside since their Pokeballs don't work anymore, they have to fight 2v1. Grookey tries to get involved, but he gets saved by a Hydro Pump from Azumarill, which takes down Solrock and Lunatone. Meanwhile, Weavile uses Night Slash and Dark Pulse to take down the Aerodactyl and Kabutops. As Go and crew are running, Grookey feels sad that it couldn't do anything here, and I'm pretty sure this is going to come back next episode. They come across a body of water, but to their shock, there lies a Kyogre. And as Gary and Quillen are heading through the cave, what rises in front of them is a Groudon. With our heroes in a predicament, that's where the episode ends. I like the setup a lot. The two teams splitting up and each having to face their own challenges, and technology not working in Faraway Island is a brilliant touch since it forces our heroes to go back to basics, and in this case that's working together. My only question is that if they were going to limit Pokemon here as well, what was the point of grabbing all of those legendary Pokemon? It was never really explained. Why did Gary and Go have to catch Regieleki and Regidraco if it wasn't going to be used? Why does Horace catch a Virizion if it's not going to be used? I thought maybe it was to battle Mew, but that doesn't seem to be the case. A small spoiler if you watch the next episode preview, but that isn't really Kyogre and Groudon. As I talked about in my preview breakdown, it's Mew. However, I am interested to see how our heroes will deal with this, since the idea of Mew is really being built up here more and more with its insane ability to split up into two things and then transform into legendary Pokemon. It'll be an interesting watch. This isn't the end of the episode though. We get a small preview of Gen 9? Either that or it's a commercial for the starters of Scarlet and Violet. Basically, Team Rocket are in Paldea. There they spot a Sprigatito, however, before they can capture it, it puts them to sleep through its great scent. And that is that. I wonder if this is leading to anything. I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. The next episode is the finale of Project Mew. Even though it feels fast, it looks like we will get a battle with Mew against everyone here. Will Go be able to capture it, or will it lead to his next goal, whatever that happens to be? I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. But anyways, that is it for my review of episode 133 of the Journeys anime. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, like, share, subscribe. In the comments, let me know your thoughts on this episode. You can follow me on Twitter at TheRealPDGaming, and that is it. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.